From the Roman Colosseums to Twitter fight videos, humans have come together for centuries to watch each other kick their fellow man's teeth in. In today's age, this is no different. Finding a fight video is easier than finding a match on Tinder. But when looking for these fights, you may find a video from a channel that's different from the rest. One with brutal fights, unforgettable characters, and some beautiful southern charm that you can only get out of trailer trash brawls. But how did this channel come to be? And what's keeping people coming back for more? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the wild world of Street Beefs.
A man who feels like the only way he can approach something is with a gun has some fear deep down. He does.
Well.
Each month, we actively recruit people who have beefs, bringing these guys over here to stop them from shooting, killing, beating each other.
You no damn talking.
What makes you think that you get any kind of respect for shooting somebody? Just put your hands up and fight. The thing that I love about this organization is you see people from all walks of life.
Joe Boogie. Damn City! Airplane fine Jersey.
So financial.
I am Korean YouTuber.
This brotherhood right here is like nothing you've ever seen even in church.
If you ain't heard of Street Beefs yet, then Street Beefs is a YouTube channel that you've most likely seen one of your favorite streamers react to while they're eating on the job. A combat sports channel that features many fighters from every corner of the world duking it out under the Southern Virginia sun. And honestly, how could you not enjoy watching this shit? Street Beefs is like Side Talk NYC meets the UFC. It's like if they made a Def Jam spinoff for swamp people, and I just can't get enough of it. There's nothing more I love than coming home to a new video of people with varying degrees of skill beating the fuck out of each other like Tekken characters and criticizing them like I could do any better. Most of the time, you got a guy tweaking out like Prime Kurt Angle foaming at the mouth and shit. He just got done kicking pillars wrapped in barbed wire. Like he's ready to kill. The cameraman comes up to him, asks him to say a little bit about himself, and he just stares at the camera and goes, "It's time." Then the camera cuts to the other dude, and he's just your average Joe. He's got jorts on and a McLovin t-shirt, and his jorts are sagging off his ass. The cameraman asks him to say something about himself, and he's just happy as can be, talking about some, "Hey man, I'm just glad to be here, man. Thankful for the opportunity and shit. Shout out to my wife and kids, though. They'd be lost without me if I was to, like, I don't know, die from blunt force trauma or something." Nah, I'm just kidding. Nah, but for real, though, I'm the only breadwinner in the family. They'd be homeless in a month, for real. Hey, but let's get it, though. Street Beefs. And 3 seconds into the action, the fight's already over because McLovin over there is throwing haymakers and hits big dude right on the chin. But just about as interesting as Street Beef's cast of characters and brutal fights is the organization's humble beginnings in Harrisonburg, Virginia. Drug-ridden and surveilled by cameras 24/7, Harrisonburg seems like the perfect place to live. For King Von or someone like that. A place where crime runs rampant and almost no squabble ends without bloodshed. In 2008, former convict Christopher Scarface Wilmore had decided that enough was enough. He didn't want to see anybody else get killed, jumped, or attacked with a deadly weapon in his hood ever again.
I know what it's like, to get in this little petty BS argument, then be left laying bleeding to death in the street.
He believed that the best way to get motherfuckers to stop a beef is to square up one-on-one, fists only. Wilmore would round up 2 of Harrisonburg's beefing hotheads, bring them to his backyard, and have them fight to solve their problems like Yakuza characters. The winner gets all the glory, but one thing was very clear. After the fight, Both men would leave their problems where they just exchanged blows. With two angry ass motherfuckers who hate each other, a crowd of hyped up southern folk, and a few cameras to get the best angles possible, the Street Beefs channel was created and on its way to where it is today. It's hard to deny that the Street Beefs promotion has paved its own way onto the social media market. With Street Beefs popularity rising and locations across the country, more and more fighters came out of the mud to make a name for themselves. Some of them are genuinely skilled and others are downright terrible, but the varying skills and personalities of the fighters that come into the scrapyard is definitely another selling point to the Street Beefs channel. No matter who you ask, if someone's watching Street Beefs, they gotta have a Street Beefs GOAT. You got Death Sentence, who always announces that the fight will end in 2 seconds, and to his credit, he's not always far off. Then you got Fair Play, who dresses like bathrooms are still segregated. Then you got Little Mac and Chill Boogie, who are just there to whoop ass. And then you got Solo, whose superpower is eating punches. And I'd be lying to you if I didn't tell you that Solo is my favorite character on the Street Beefs channel. Listen, everybody loves a good underdog story, and there's a reason why his name is so low. Street Beefs' willingness to accept any and everybody, regardless of varying skill levels, is one of the reasons people keep coming back for more. Chaotic fights, eccentric characters, and southern charm, all back behind an anti-gun violence message, is what Street Beefs is all about. At first, I created this video just to talk about how badass and silly this channel can be at times. It's true that Street Beefs can be summed up as just a bunch of southerners beating the shit out of each other for ad revenue. But through my research, I've learned one thing, and it's that Street Beefs has a lot of heart. It's plainly obvious to me that Street Beefs is more than just a bunch of trailer trash fighting for YouTube views. It's a community that loves and supports each other while wearing its message on its sleeve. If you have a problem and want to settle it, come down and knuckle up. And if you don't have a beef with anyone and just want to make a name for yourself or try something new, that's okay. They'll accept you all the same. Street Beefs is all about coming together and knocking the shit out of each other just for the thrill of it. Its eccentric cast of characters is a byproduct of its acceptance to any and everybody that's man enough to step into the ring. And its determination to stick to those rules is why Street Beef stays fresh, stays fun, and stays entertaining. But the one thing that I've learned through researching all of this Street Beef stuff is that I want in, man. I'm ready for blood, bro.
What's up, guys? Post-editing game here. I was supposed to do a skit where, like, I have this whole training montage, and then it ends with me, like, beating the fuck out of my cousins or whatever. It's like a little joke. But my uncle kicked me out, so yeah, I don't really know how to end this.